Hey friends, it's me Andrew from Andrew Roby Events, where we create weddings and events that you actually want to attend. So this week we posed on social media a really great question in regards to would you or would you not take out a loan for your wedding or your event? Yes, that is a really important question. And we delved into whether or not it's healthy to take out loans for your wedding or your event. And I want to give you guys this disclaimer before I delve into all of this. One, you're adults. You know your financial stability and you know what you're able to do and not do for your wedding or your event. So if you're sound and you have all of that, you got it together and you have expendable income and you're good to go, then this may not be the video for you. But for those of you who really want to make sure that you have a great wedding and you have been contemplating whether or not you want to take out a loan for your wedding and your event, let me share with you guys a few key tips to consider prior to applying for a loan for your wedding or your event. So let's think about it. A lot of times when we delve into, let's say, planning a wedding, we are so inundated by social media and all the popular trends that's going on. Take, for example, the royal wedding that just took place a couple of weeks ago. So many people, literally the world was abuzz by the royal wedding, and so many people found inspiration from the royal wedding, which is absolutely amazing. However, if you delve into what took place for the royal wedding, I hear that it was about $40 million that was spent on security alone. Now, if you give me $40 million, I don't have to see the public in my face at my wedding. Give me that money and I will find other ways to spend it versus paying security because the public wants to see me get married. But that's really an example of all the hoopla that goes into the pressure of weddings. So I want you guys to really focus on that. So let's delve into some of the tips and the reasons you guys should take into consideration before applying for a loan. So the first thing is this, that you as the person that's getting married or hosting your social or corporate event should first look at what are your existing loans. Do you have a student loan? Do you have a car loan? Are there tons of credit card, that you have to pay off each month? If that is the case, you have to delve into what is your history of paying this off and what is your history of really staying afloat. Now, I talked about expendable income. Expendable income is the money that you have left over after all of your mandated bills are paid for each month. Food, your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, whatever those mandatory things are. Once you have paid all those off, what amount of money do you have left? Now, if you don't have a lot of money left in your expendable income, then it probably does not make sense for you to consider taking a loan out for your wedding or your event because that's only going to decrease how much expendable income that you have. So a great way to figure this out is tally up what your monthly expenses are and figure out, does it make the most sense to take out a personal loan for your wedding or your event? Banks are going to give it to you, and they're going to give it to you at a high interest rate as well, as long as you qualify for it. They don't really care what your expendable income is going to be. All they're going to care about is you being able to pay that money back, and if you're not, it's going to take a hit to your credit score. Another thing to consider is that with you and your partner, are you guys planning on getting a home following your wedding? About 25% of couples already live together, and most likely they're probably living together in an apartment, and they want to be able to get a home so that way they can have a family and really grow into that house. So if you're getting a personal loan now, is that going to affect you getting a home loan or being qualified for a home loan in the future? If you're going to get that home loan or qualify for it, you're probably going to have to wait so that way you can get a higher loan approval rate and then a lower interest rate on that loan, because following your personal loan and you're now trying to apply for a home loan, that can really hinder a lot of factors in there. So you really want to project onto the future of what is going to happen following that wedding. Remember, it's not just about the wedding, it's about the marriage and the things you guys want to do after the wedding. Did you know that a lot of times people they pay off their wedding or their event via credit card, but your credit card comes with a higher interest rate than a personal loan. So that may be a positive thing for considering getting a loan, but at the same time, that should not be your only consideration when you're thinking about should you get a personal loan for your wedding or for your event. Like I said, there are so many factors that come into play for determining if you're going to get a loan or not. What you have to determine is where you stand right now. Your stability as far as paying back your loans on time, paying back your credit card bills, not always being in the red, not living paycheck to paycheck, and then having enough expendable income to be able to pay that loan back. But you also want to make sure that when you're thinking about your wedding, there is no requirement for you to always have to go above and beyond and go over the top. Yes, we as wedding planners, we as venue coordinators and photographers and bakers and florists want to give you a spectacular wedding. But that can come at every level, from simplistic to over the top and extreme $40, $60 million weddings. So at the end of the day, it is all about what you want for your wedding and how you are going to be able to live following that loan application that you submit to pay for your wedding. That's all I have. My name is Andrew from Andrew Roby Events, where we create weddings and events that you actually want to attend.